Today I am going to discuss one very critical aspect of humanity, the importance of mediation. And mediation, interlocution is such thing which humanity needs very badly at this point of time. When we have war on Ukraine going on, when we see the Indo-Pacific where Taiwan and China are not at very ease and peace is just a matter of days to some extent, and the way the Indo-Pacific is being threatened by belligerent and expansionist attitude of one power, the way Iran is building a nuclear weapon, the way some sort of uneasiness among NATO allies regarding who will participate to what extent, the way the balloon, so-called spy balloon, was shot by America, the way the way Japan is trying to reorient its expenditure on the defense budget, the way Germany is trying to improve its self-defense, and the way America is nudging America and its allies to increase their defense expenditure so that they can be a force multiplier of America in terms of its collective capabilities. The way China has been weaponizing economics, supply chain, the way the China has diverted its economic leverage to its defense preparedness, the way China is spending its money on Air Force carriers, etc. It is a clear indication that world is at the very fragile phase of peace, and we need strong mediators, strong leadership globally, and great institutional leaders like United Nations Security Council, etc., who have been failing to perform their roles. The way the international division among one group of countries led by America, one group of countries possibly led by China, and then there are certain countries like India who are facing various consequences of these fights, these so-called Cold War kind of pre-Cold War situation, and various other issues. So my topic of discussion is that why we don't have a towering leaders who can little bit forget their ego and come to terms of talk and find some solutions, because reviving the history or reviving the map of history, if it is to be done, it can unsettle whole world. So reviving historical ambitions cannot be fulfilled in the present context by any country. So let us try to understand that historical glories cannot be lived up in the present context. As our Prime Minister said, this is not the era of war. If you have any grudge against any country, you have any issue against any country, so I think that the best way is that to have a dialogue and diplomacy. And if you still think that you both cannot resolve the issue, there should be scope of mediation, and international institutions should come and they should be requiring some sort of reformation. So I think that we are in a phase where we need towering leaders who are credible in their assurances, in their mediations, who are not chasing their inflated egos, but are bent upon, are committed to the global peace and harmony. So in this regard, I would like that we badly need good leaders globally who can mediate among the warring nations. Because what I am visualizing or imagining is that if this kind of hostility or hostile atmosphere remains, it will increase the defense expenditure manifold and will derail the financial support being spent on development and employment and poverty elevation to defense. And there is a defense lobby, manufacturers lobby, which is continuously pushing the whole world towards hostile and conflictual situations, so that this industry flourishes, because the vultures of this industry are only happy when there is a demand of the weapons, and weapons will be in demand only when there is a threat to the peace. So these countries who are manufacturers of these weapons, their weapon industry wants that there should be maximum a kind of hostile atmosphere to sell the weapons, and then weapons researches, new generation of weapons, new technology, new breakthrough technology, etc., is a kind of continuum of this industry. So this is to be understood. I think these things we need. The world needs to be united together. The world needs to be committed to poverty, alleviation, unemployment control, and disease control. The world has seen the way pandemic was treated or dealt by different countries, having a lot of distrust. Even today we don't know where and how the COVID-19 originated. There are conflicting versions. One version says that it originated from Wuhan, one version says that it originated from somewhere else. I mean, I have never seen the world, because I am quite later with regard to my generation, because I was born in late 60s, so I didn't see what was the happening situation with regard to World War First and Second. But this phase I find very, very dangerous kind of situation globally, where one established power is being challenged by one emerging power, and there is a coalition of several such regimes, and then there is a counter coalition, and then there is a distrust. There are tipping points are there. Taiwan is a tipping point, Indo-Pacific is a tipping point, Ukraine is already under the grip of war, and countries like Sweden and Finland, which used to be very neutral, are becoming the members of the NATO, and the way the defense expenditure is being increased in each and every peace-loving country is derailing the global economy. It may flourish the weapon industry, but it is going to damage the interest of common man. Thank you.